Hi friends, welcome to our channel. Let's have a look at problem 3712, sum of elements with frequency divisible by key. So here key is a positive number, right? So the problem statement is rather straightforward. So basically we are given an integer array and an integer key. So we want to return an integer denoting the sum of all elements in nums whose frequency is divisible by key, or 0 if there are no such element. So here we count multiplicity, right? So if we look at example 1, so 2 appears twice, right? So the sum is 4 here. And 3 appears 4 times, which is a multiple of 2. So we add this 12 together. So 12 plus 4, that is 16. This is example 1. So the second thing I want to have a look is the constraints. The first item tells us this is a small scale problem, right? So which means that you can sometimes solve it using brute force. So here, those nums are positive numbers bounded in between 1 and 100, and the key is positive number. So with that said, so we can go to the coding part directly. So here, actually, we are going to use dict because we want to count the unique element and their frequencies. So you can choose to use the vanilla dictionary, or you can use default dictionary or use counter. Let me first solve it using the default dictionary. Use the vanilla dictionary in Python. So here D is a dictionary, right? You can do this, or you can do D equals dict, right? So this is a convenient one, but this is a good one because sometimes if you want to initialize a set, so a set, so you can use a set rather than this, right? This is by default a dictionary, right? So now with that said, so we just do a for loop first for y in nums, right? Then what we want to do is if y in d, right? So dy is increment by 1. Otherwise, so we set dy equals 1, right? So this way you will get the frequency. You can print out this. So for this one, 1 appears once, 2 appears twice, and 3 appears four times, and 4 appears once. So this is the one way, but this is actually a little bit redundancy. So here I can do something similar. So let me comment out this one, and then so we can do something like this. So dy equals d, use a get method. So get y, if we use a default value 0, if it's not exist yet, so we're going to get 0. So this we use 2 lines, right? So we get you can print out this d, same here, right? So this 2 line, this is the more. But now if you want to use counter or default dictionary, just 1 line. So basically you get collections counter, right? This is D. So you don't need this line also. So then you print out. So you will get that's not D, this is nums. So you get the same thing, right? So here with those has been demonstrated. So let me delete all those. I use this 1 line, right? So we get the count of the frequencies. Now here 0 if there's no such element. Therefore we initialize a result variable, so with 0. And then we are going to iterate through the key value pairs. So for key and value in D items, right? Then first we want to check if the value will be the frequency, right? You can see frequency is much better. So if the frequency is a multiple of this key, right? Then the result should include this count of this number. So here the key, this corresponds to those numbers and times the frequency, right? For example, 3 appears 4 times. So here you should have add 12, right? So then we just return result variable. So if nothing, there's no frequency which is a multiple of key, then the initialization is the right initialization, right? So now let's look at the test. It passes the 3 test cases. Now let's look at the generic case. Yeah, it passes all the cases. So with that said, so let me quickly summarize this easy problem. So here what we practiced is dictionary. So here you can use this counter, which is a subclass of dictionary. So, or you can use the vanilla dictionary. Or if you like, you can also use another one, that is the default dictionary. So the collections default dict. But here you need to have a sort of callable, so integer, that's the count. So you can do for y in nums, so dy increment by 1, right? So because of this, if a key is not accessed yet, so the value is default to be 0. So now you can run it. So also pass all the cases, right? So let me go back again. So going to delete those one and use this one. So I guess with those tests, that's basically about it for the current practice of dictionary in leetcode. Thank you for